Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Talk That Talk Thursday to each and every one of you. What's going on right now? The EU is bankrupt and preparing for all assets seizure in the EU. This is according to our guy, the Twitter phenom, Balaji. Yeah, that's the word on the street. The freaking EU is bankrupt. Listen, Bank of Canada's got some problems right now. Getting a little bit of a repo crisis, according to the Bank of Canada. Isn't the Bank of Canada like the central bank for Canada? Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. What's going on, Michael Marchese? How are you, bro? Leo Messi's in the building. How are you, Leo? Appreciate you guys checking in this morning. The real big wheels in the building. Good morning, bro. Good morning. So listen, this is some stuff here. Is this the great taking? Is this the beginning of the great taking that we've been talking about on this channel? EU's and bankrupt. I'm going to share a post from Balaji. I shared a post with you guys last night as well from this guy. This dude only spits the facts out in terms of numbers and documentation. He backs up what he says, with documentation as well. So we're going to get into that for sure. Definitely going to get into that. Crypto Eddie did a very, very interesting video this morning. Well, I saw it this morning talking about something called Lotus Protocol launching on the Root network for XRP, the lending protocol that we've been asking. What's going to be the borrowing lending protocol? What's going to be the Aave of the XRPL? It's interesting, but it's launching on the Root network. So we're going to see if we can't find it. We'll watch the video from Crypto Eddie, see if we can't find some kind of information about that protocol. But that was very, very interesting. Listen, fam, the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers for you. But I know Bitcoin's roughly around 64K. Pretty good time to get a little something. I would imagine. If you can get a little BTC at 64, that would be kind of cool. I don't see if I have any dirty, nasty fiat anywhere. Let's see. Let's we got any dirty, nasty fiat here to snatch up. Some. Yeah, 64K for Bitcoin. Very, very, very interesting. I have no dirty, nasty fiat on that exchange. Interesting. So yeah, 64K, good spot. I'll deposit a little something just to say that I snatched them at 64K. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean? Happy Talk That Talk Thursday. Look, it's crazy in the streets right now. It is definitely crazy in the streets. SparkDex is live. I went and played around there a little bit. You can swap now. SparkDex is an exchange launched on Flare Networks. They're live. But I tell you, I don't know. We're gonna go over this EU is bankrupt thing. That's interesting to me. It's very, very interesting. So let's go over these numbers real quick, family. Let's go over the numbers according to CoinGecko. I don't really have an appointment, but I do have to go pick up the machine from the dealership. I do have to do that. Let's go over to CoinGecko real quick, family, and see what's going on. 63. Holy moly, wait a minute. 63 now. 63. We gotta get some dirty, nasty fiat over there. 63. These are, for me, this is not financial advice, not telling you guys what to do with your money. You know how we do here. We would never begin to tell you what to do with your money. Bye. Let's see. Yeah. Gonna have to deposit some dirty, nasty fiat. The dirty, nasty fiat, Michael. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Hold on a second. Let's go. I'll do it while we're on the live stream. Just get a little $50, $100, a little something. 63. 63K. What the world? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Do you know why that's money in the business account? Oh, gotcha. All right. So cool, cool, cool. All right. I didn't know where that money came from. It's good to see it. All right. So yeah, let's go over these numbers real quick, fam. Holy smoke. Under 64. That's good stuff right there. According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is down 4.8% in 24 hours. Yeah, that'll happen on occasion. 4.8% in 24 hours. It is currently at, the total cryptocurrency market cap is currently at 2.41 trillion. Bitcoin dominance shows 52% on CoinGecko, which means it's probably 53 or 54%. Bitcoin is trading at $63,787. Let's go. Get I mean, what are we expecting? I know we're hoping. Aren't we hoping for 100K Bitcoin? Aren't we hoping and expecting for 150K Bitcoin? Aren't we hoping and expecting for 200K Bitcoin? I don't know. $50 turns to 150. $100 turns to 300. I mean, I don't know. Deposited, I'm thinking out loud, deposited on the platform, get a little 1, 2, 3, 5%. Borrow against it as the asset is going up in value on this side. You just can borrow more or use it to pay off other stuff. I don't know. Just thinking out loud, family. Just thinking out loud. So yeah, $63,814 for Bitcoin. Ethereum is at $3,147. Solana is at 167. That's getting down there as well. What's going on? Looks like we got a little market downturn going on here. A little trend downwards is what it's looking like. XRP is trading at 60 cents. 60 cents. XRP is still up 30% on a 30-day, which is pretty cool. So we'll see if this is one of these ABC correction things that our guy Alessio Rastani talks about. Little ABC correction, within a 5 wave, all that stuff. You gotta have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within an ABC correct, all of that stuff. So what else we got going on there? I mean, it kind of is what it is. The market, fam, is just doing what it freaking does. It's just doing what it does. Let's see. Let's go over to the chat. Welcome some more people in. Michael says, working for the fiat. I hear you, bro. I hear you. So that's interesting stuff. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, that is below 64. I think is pretty good. It's pretty good. Um, I don't know. Pretty good. Let's do this. Pretty good stuff right there, right? Go ahead and make this transaction work now. I mean, why not? Why freaking not, family? Okay. I keep forgetting that I should do that on a different exchange. I don't know why I keep doing it on this exchange. I gotta check out this other exchange because see if I do this and to withdraw it. Yeah, can't do that. I screwed up again. It's there. All right. So I feel cool. DJ's in the building. What's going on, my guy? What? Rodwell Nobrega is in the building. What's good? What's good, my guy? Hey, Siege. What up, bro? What up with you, brother? What's going on, DJ? Morning, Siege. Blessed day to see you. Got my coffee ready, set, go. Yes, indeed. Let's go. You got your favorite libation for the morning. I got mine. Don't be mad at me. I got mine. Don't be mad at me. Got my freaking AM coffee. Kev Cleveland is in the building. What's going on, bro? Let me do this real quick because I screwed up again. I don't know why I keep doing it. Anyway, yeah, let's do this. Let's take advantage of this while we can. A little something. It's not really matter. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it now. Save $2 on this trade for free. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. So there it is. There it is. Made that happen. Kev Cleveland, it's been a minute, brother. How are you? How goes it, my guy? What up? It says, what's up, OG? Just checking in, checking with you. Life is good, bro. Life is good. Waiting on this one moon. Waiting on the September is going to tell us a lot of things. September is going to tell us a lot. If we're going to have a cycle, what kind of cycle? September, my guy, is going to tell us a lot. We got to get through September. That's going to tell us a lot, in my opinion, for sure. For sure, it's going to tell us a lot. So I want to go over this. This great taking feels like it's being revisited in this post by Balaji. We talked about the great taking. You can go to thegreattaking.com. You can download that PDF and you can, which is the whole book for free PDF. But read the prologue first to see if it strikes some interest. If it keeps you curious and engaged, then you can read the rest of the book. I did the free PDF. I read the book from the PDF online, and I also ordered the book. I have the book as a collection as well. So, and you can do that, I think, on lulu.com, but it'll tell you everything you need to know at The Great Taking, two T's, one for great and the other for taking, thegreattaking.com. So, we talked about that, and, he's laid out how it's not just the US, it is other nations. And these other nations are in the EU. In fact, he was saying he had moved to Sweden because Sweden had not been participating, had not agreed to change its stuff to enable this great taking. But eventually they ended up doing it. Yeah, so it's very, very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. So let's take a look at this post from Balaji. Let me see if I can't find it. And also, by the way, we have to figure out how can we get the certificates if you own some security stocks, if you own some stocks, how do you get that certificate? Someone in the channel mentioned that, the real big will. I think it was something called Cuspis, if you want to get the actual certificate in hand. Guys, let me know in the chat if you know that. Let me know in the comments if you're going to watch this on replay, what that is to get because we do own some Coinbase. Let me see where's this Balaji post at? My goodness gracious. I'm going to share this post with you guys. DexFire.pro is talking that talk. Love the guys over at DexFire.pro. What the freak, man? Where is my Balaji post? Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, let's share this with the family. Let's share this. Okay, there it is. All right. This is alarming, man. This is alarming. This is alarming. Take a listen to this. Take a listen to this, Kev Cleveland. Balaji here. It is. This Balaji guy. The real smart guy I told you about. We shared this post from him the other day. The EU is bankrupt and preparing for asset seizure. It's why they're building this registry. What's coming is not just inflation, but confiscation. This is how they bail out central banks. This article here from the Financial Times says bailing out central banks, the QE program hangover. This is what it says here in the article. Norbert put this out. Register all your valuables in a central EU register to help with financial payments frozen. Thanks, Bitcoin, works of art, your tacky Rolex. Register it all so we can fight money laundering. That's the sleight of hand. That's the sleight of hand. Wow. What? So we can fight money laundering. The aim is the EU Asset Register is expected to be a comprehensive database that records various assets owned by citizens. The aim is to increase transparency and to better combat money laundering and terrorist financing. Increase transparency. Fight against terrorist financing. The exact technical and bureaucratic details will be finalized in the coming months. Once the EU publishes the results of the feasibility studies, which assets are recorded in the register? The register could contain a wide range of assets, including real estate, bank accounts, securities, vehicles, and possibly works of art or precious metals. The exact list of assets to be recorded will depend on the results of the feasibility study and the subsequent legislative decisions. Oh boy. What the world? Please note, it says here that the article has now been edited to deny. The article has now been edited to deny such a register is being planned. It's been edited. So they put the word out and some people reached out to them. It's been edited. Interesting. All right. So here's Balaji speaking on this a little bit. This is how they bail out central banks. Here's FT admitting the need to bail out central banks here in an archive. Subtly, we're told QE isn't free. That it was just borrowing from the future, which was denied. See also below on confiscation, just translate to the EU, which gets hit even harder. On March 28th, Balaji put this out. All it takes is all you got. All it takes is all you got. That's from a book, by the way. Wow, I love this so much. First, the debt didn't matter. Now, it still doesn't matter because the state can take all your assets to pay for it, to pay it. Here's the graph Brent cites. Assets, liabilities, net worth, financial assets of the United States. Okay, whatever. Below is the same graph with titles and labels. It's the same graph. See how it says balance sheet of households and nonprofit organizations. So that 177 trillion number isn't really about government assets. It's just everything, every American household and nonprofit, hedge fund, PE fund, and personal trust owns. And now we're getting down to the brass tacks. See, Keynesianism is like communism in that it sees no real difference between households and government assets. There is no moral limit on how much they can take from the population via inflation and seizure. Only practical limits. So your household assets can and will be taken to pay for what this failed state owes. And this is exactly what is said in The Great Taking in that book. By the way, this dude is going on tours publicly stating these things. And by the way, they literally tried to get this turned over in the state of North or South Dakota and in Tennessee. So this is a real thing. Been confirmed by security lawyers who were unaware that this was actually written into code of law or law. Here's a table where the United States government itself admits that even 37 trillion is an underestimate of the debt. When you include the social, quote unquote, insurance of Social Security and Medicare, it's another 78.4 trillion. See line, see the line item. There it is there. Sustainability measures, dollars and trillions. Social insurance, not expenditures. But wait, there's more. Later in the dot, Treasury itself admits even this is a sharp underestimate of what the United States owes in terms of Social Security and Medicare, because it's not accounting for future payouts decades from now. Once it does, what does the number get to? Here's a direct quote from them. The total sums to 175.3 trillion in PV terms. This need can be satisfied only through increased borrowing, higher taxes, reduced program spending, or some combination. So that 175 trillion lines up with the 200 trillion number that Druckenmiller has been using for all in liabilities of the U.S. government when you take everything into account. And of course, at this point, we are in monopoly money territory, right? We shared this last night as well. All it takes is all you got. So see also below the on confiscation, just translate. All right, we read that. It's interesting to see Cody Sanchez respond to this. So this falls in line, in my opinion, with what David Rogers Webb wrote in a book and publicly put out about what is actually going on. I wonder how many of you guys have actually looked into the Uniform Code Articles 8 and 9 and really read it, really read it. Got some people to help you understand it. I wonder if anybody's done that. I read both Uniform Code Articles 8 and 9. And you have to keep reading, with exception, but therefore you got to keep reading and keep reading and keep reading. And when you read it, you will understand that, yeah, that's the thing. Pookie is in the building. All the blue rinses are here this morning. Appreciate you guys checking in. The blue rinses, yeah. Mm-hmm. Michael says, oh, shoot, it's for terrorism. We better sign up, man. This is serious. Yeah. Unbelievable. The EU putting it out like that. I mean, unfreaking believable. TheGreatTaking.com. Download the free PDF. Read the prologue. He tells you in the very, very beginning of that prologue, what is this about? It's about the seizure of all the assets. In the Uniform Code in this country, in the Uniform Code, Articles 8 and 9, 2 states tried to get that changed so that they could resume or return to original property rights, which we used to have in this country. Original property rights, not beneficial owner or some other designation where the people who custody this stuff really actually own your stuff. Yeah. It's a real deal. It is a real deal. All right, Michael, take care, brother. Be safe out there. It's a real deal. And we all know that the EU is bankrupt. Remember, the United States is the best of all, is doing best of all the nations. And it's bankrupt. An unsustainable debt. We're only at a point now where we're paying interest and we can barely make the interest payments. So how's the EU doing? They have to be bankrupt as well. They have to be in more trouble as well. So what's going on with the Bank of Canada? Which I find interesting because I think the Bank of Canada is their central bank, isn't it? So look at this here. This is on X as well. This came from Finance a lot. Bank of Canada's repo crisis is rapidly worsening. requiring 16 billion of liquidity injections today. One of the banks is in trouble. We just don't know which one. July 19th, he put this out. Canada is intervening in the overnight repo lending market. Sounds familiar? Today, they had to raise it to 12.6 billion. One or more of the banks are in trouble. It's happening. It's happening. And we got to get prepared. You know, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. That's a real deal. Hey, the real big Will, was that you who mentioned how we could actually, if you want to get the actual certificate of a stock or share that you own, who mentioned something called cuspis? Let me look, let me Google that, see what's good. Let me see how to get a no stock certificate. I think he said something like, someone said something like CUSPIS or something like that. It says here the easiest way to get a stock certificate is via a broker, but be prepared to pay for it. The simplest way to get a stock certificate today is to ask your broker if you bought your shares through a brokerage firm. It will have an account with your name and the number of shares you purchased. Print stock certificates online. Somebody said something that said it was CUS. I think it was CUSPIS. It might have been CUPSIS, but what do we got here? Stock records, just enter a name to start. I don't see any mention of this CUSPIS. So yeah, I'll have to call and find out. Let's see if we can find out about that together. You guys make your call and see. Because I think if you own the certificate, if you get the actual certificate sent to you, then it is your ownership. Because you know how you now lay claim, you can lay claim. Yeah, so we'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into that. How to get a stock certificate is from upcouncil.com. Upcouncil.com. Okay. So we'll look into that. Let's go over Crypto Eddie's video. What's going on, Launcha AC? How are you, my friend? Lacha AC. Laucha. Where are you checking in from, Laucha AC? Alex Wright's in the building. What's good? What's going on, Alex? All right, so let's look at this Crypto Eddie video because she mentioned something here. I hadn't heard about this. This lending protocol, the real big whale. It's supposed to be for XRP. It's launching on the Root network. My guess is because of, smart contracts, all that kind of stuff. We're going to have to look this up, load this protocol up, see if we can't find it. But just take a listen to Crypto Eddie here. Here it is. I just listened to that.
Yeah, ma'am. I had brought some signature boards. That is.
Let's see if we can't find it.
Lending solution.
That was lucky. All right, so yeah, dual token system, Lotus protocol. Okay. All right. Let's take a look.
Has been built for XRP as a first lending solution. And for the umpteenth time.
Okay. So let's see if we can't find this Lotus protocol launching on the Root network, but it's for XRP. So let's see if we can't find that somewhere. I don't know. It's probably going to be pretty hard. Hard to do. Come on. Lotus, GROT. Lotus Protocol. Let's see if they got a Twitter thing at least started. That looks like it right there. Yeah, there it is. First time heard of such a thing. Fam, first time heard of such a thing. Here it is. It says the first liquid staking token and lending protocol built for XRP and the root network. Hmm. Hmm. We'll have to see what's good. We gotta have to see if we can find out some more about this team, who they are. But it says the root network as well. Uh-huh. All right. The Lotus Protocol team is currently cooking some awesome stuff on the root network. This is July 3rd. A blockchain designed to power the open metaverse. But what is the root network and why is Lotus building on it? Here's a simple thread explaining the basic. Okay, that's good. I want to know what you guys got going on. All right. We know about the root XRP dual token system. We know about that. It says Lotus Protocol and LST and Lending Protocol will be built upon the root network to provide a seamless DeFi experience. Okay, we'll see. As more users on board, more opportunities there will be. As the root network expands, so will Lotus. Okay, that's not enough information, my guy. What else you got going on there? What else you got going on there? Global accessibility. Wrap up. Lotus Protocol is currently building, so they're building it. The team is working hard to get everything done, so follow our account for upcoming updates. Okay. So that's kind of what it is. So it's in the works. It's in the works. So we'll see. Yeah, they don't have any links to anything, so it's in the works right now. But that's interesting to see that coming from being built on a root network. That would be freaking super, super awesome. You know, we've been asking that, Pookie. We've been asking what's going to be the Aave of the XRPL. So we got the EU, doing some little registry of assets. We got to have to pay attention to that and watch closely to see if we continue to get word about this registry. Mario Fall put this out. This is interesting to me. This is in DC, apparently. Pro-Palestine protesters burned 3 American flags at Union Station. The pro-Palestine protesters replaced the U.S. flags with Palestinian flags. The demonstration, according to Mario Fall, has turned violent, with stun grenades deployed and clashes between protesters and police. There it is right there, burning the flag. Authorities urge the public to avoid these areas as they work to regain control. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. What's going on? What has happened? Like who? I saw a post of like it was a bunch of buses. You know, those big buses of people being dropped off. Like who's doing that? Who's paying for that? Who's organizing that? It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me get back to a little bit of crypto here. This is something that I thought was interesting. Ripple X put this out. I thought was interesting. Developer Reflections returns to the XRPL blog. In the latest edition, you can learn about File Ledger and the team's efforts in data authentication. Data authentication. All right. So developer reflection file ledger, transforming data control with XRPL. integration. Welcome to another edition of Developer Reflections. Today we'll discuss File Ledger, a platform that empowers users with Web3 solutions for secure data control and transparency. File Ledger stands out by offering unique features like digital certificates and the Digital Twin Data Hub, revolutionizing industries with authenticated data and fostering trust in product information. Let's explore how File Ledger uses the XRPL ledger to enhance its offerings and drive innovation in data management. Digital certificates powered by smart NFTs. File Ledger's digital certificates ensure the authenticity and secure management of physical objects and their associated data. Then there's the Digital Twin Data Hub. This feature acts as a secure center for managing digital assets, offering advanced notarization and live data capture for informed decision-making. Well, isn't that interesting? Data authentication is crucial in bolstering trust in AI systems. File Ledger looks to ensure data integrity through robust authentication processes, enhancing user confidence in AI-driven insights. This authentication not only safeguards against tampering, but also builds a transparent and accountable AI ecosystem. You know how they say all the time at Ripple X? Ripple can't do everything. Ripple is not the answer for everything. But that XRPL, well, you know, that's another thing. You see what I'm saying? Interesting. Interesting. Leveraging the XRPL ledger for efficiency, transparency, and NFT support. So they plan on building on a DAO and a venture builder model. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, you know, they're kind of in that, they're in that lane. They're kind of in that lane, in that data lane. You know who else is in the data lane? You know who else is in that data lane, right? Oh my goodness. Who else is in the data lane? Hold on one second. Who else is in the data lane? Just one second. Sorry there. I had to take care of some business. That's interesting. What do you guys think about that? File Ledger. File Ledger. That looks interesting to me. Looks very, very interesting. JR Arcada. How are you, JR? How you doing, bro? Interesting. Great information. Thank you, JR. I appreciate that. Bubba Smith says, morning, Siege. Watch it on delay up here in Canada. And we are pretty screwed. Liberals, immigration, and giving money to Ukraine is doing us in. Crazy, bro. Crazy, Bubba. It's absolutely crazy what's going on. In DC, they're taking down the flag. They're taking down the American flag and burning it in DC. That's some crazy stuff right there. But this File Ledger looks like a very interesting project. So does Lotus Protocol. These are some things that are coming. I'm excited about that. These things are coming. It's going to be interesting to see. We're going to have to pay attention and track Lotus Protocol. Borrowing and lending on, for XRP. That's going to be good. That's going to be really, really good. It's easy to get to the root network XRPL, from the XRPL to the root network. It's easy. It's easy to do it. Easy peasy. XRPL network to the root network back to the XRPL. It's easy to do. That's pretty cool. 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 And who knows what this Axlar and the FMOS that bridge and all that access, who knows? It might become even easier. But right now, you can go from the XRPL to the root network. 1-2 clicks, and go from the root network back to the XRPL. 1-2 clicks, easy. I've done videos on it. It's easy to do. So this would be good to see Lotus Protocol launch. You never know. There might be another one that's coming looking to build something by way of the root network or by the EVM sidechain, right? Someone might look to do it by way of the EVM sidechain because they're calling it the XRPL EVM sidechain. Some people may look to do that, hop on that right directly, and some may do it via the root network. So some great things are coming. Some good things are coming, fam. Some good things are coming. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. That would be super, super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. It helps to get the channel out to more people hanging out on YouTube, watching Kangos guard their sheep and goats when they need to be hanging out with the Crypto Season fam, learning about this new financial system that's being built right underneath their nose. The answer to the debasement of their currencies and inflation is in the digital asset space. Like Raul Paul says, Raul Paul and Dan Tapiero have said, it's the greatest trade in the history of finance. The greatest trade in the history of finance. We got to let more people know. You guys can do your part by hitting that like button. And by the way, if you happen to be in that 45% or so of people that are hanging out, listening, and watching the Crypto Seed but haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get that number down from 50% to about 25%, on our way to 10,000 subscribers so we can begin to do really high-level interviews for you guys. But our goal is 10 subs before we begin to do those interviews. So if you want to see some interviews on the Crypto Seasons channel, let's make that happen together. I know we can do it. Thanks, Gary's in the building. What's going on? Making Me Bull has been working and lifting. I hear you, Gary. I hear you, my guy. I, I hear you. I appreciate it. Is Bankrupt in their asset registry where we can protect you against money laundering? Internet's not cooperating. This thing keeps stalling on me. Interesting. Money laundering. Very, very interesting. And terrorist financing. Of course, they're going to use those kind of words. Interesting stuff. So there it is, fam. Look, I'm going to hop off here. I wanted to kind of bring you the word on the street for sure. Be careful out there. Please stay safe for sure. EU going bankrupt. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out. If you didn't do it on the way in, that would be super, super cool. I appreciate you guys. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, guys, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.